It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So, the heat wave broke. It's going to be cooler today. We can get over that. Yesterday, it was like a big battle to see how to beat the heat. So, I got up, and it was alright in the morning. I did my show, KSU. Next week, my show is moving back an hour. So, instead of starting at 1 p.m., it's going to start at noon. I suppose that means it's moving up an hour, but my mom would always say, why do people always say something's getting moved back or pushed back and then it means later? If you look on a clock and you go back, that you're going back in time, that's earlier. So sometimes I forget that most people don't think like her, and I'll say something's moving back when it's really moving up. In this case, it's moving up to noon, noon to 2 Pacific at ksu.org every Sunday, and this summer I will have Big Al and Red from their Wednesday night show where we will play music they like to. It will be a good time. You should check it out. That's this Sunday, noon to 2, all summer long, every Sunday, ksu.org. In our new studio and everything, very exciting, yes. My show was fine yesterday. Played a lot of songs, probably 36, 37 songs, I think. Those playlists are also at joelshitshow.com. Had a lot of new music in and got to the letter D in the alphabet. We're on E now. Although actually we're on F now. I did all of E, a couple D, and a few F. So as I work through the alphabet, I've now finished 5 full letters. That's very exciting, I suppose. Afterward, I went to deposit a check at the credit union from working at Aces Up Party Saturday, and also a check from my grandpa that I got in the mail because it's my birthday Wednesday, and he always sends me a check for my birthday because my grandpa's awesome. You know, 33 years old, still getting money from grandpa, but you know what? If he wants to give me money, I ain't going to stop him. So that's what's going to pay for the new blinds in the house, which I've got to go call Lowe's and get on that because they've measured them, and then I haven't done anything since then. So they've got the measurements, I need to do something with it, right? Otherwise, it's like getting a prescription at the eye doctor and then not getting new glasses. I mean, what's the point? So, I went to CVS, and if you need Advil or ibuprofen, the bottle of 500 is $10, but you get 3 extra bucks, so it's like it's $7. So 1.4 cents for 200 milligrams of Advil, that's pretty cheap. Usually it's a lot more than that, so if you're looking for ibuprofen, that's where you should be going, that's what I'm saying. And I went to Food Max, and I still have lots of those $5 off of $40 coupons. And they expire all the next 2 weeks, so if you want one, let me know, but otherwise I'm going to use as many as I can. The total came to $40, 2 cents, and I'd say 5 off of 40 or more, so that's pretty impressive, really. So $35.02 out the door, and I picked up enough cereal, I picked up some more fruit. I've got 1 shelf left in the kitchen that I can fill with stuff, and also I need to get cat food. So I can probably find uses for 2 more of those coupons, and then after that I think I'm going to be full of groceries, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe if I redo the back of my car, I could fit more Gatorade in there, because that's where I put my Gatorade, because I need that when I play hockey. And sometimes I'll forget to pack Gatorade in my bag, and then I'll get halfway to the hockey and be like, oh shit, I need Gatorade. Well, I've got emergency bottles in my trunk, so I'm covered that way. But I can probably buy some more Gatorade, so maybe I can do 3 more trips if I clean out my car. But the kitchen's completely maxed out. I've only got 1 more shelf, and then it's full of food. And I've never had this many groceries before, but it's kind of exciting because it's like I've got my own little store, and it's all organized. I've got a shelf with like 70 boxes of cereal, another shelf with like 60 jars of pasta sauce, and I mean, it's bachelor heaven is what it is. I'll tell you. Oh yeah. And then I got back, and then we got in the car, went to Santa Cruz, and we were going to go to Saturn Cafe, but it was early. So instead we went to Palomar because they don't stay open as late as Saturn Cafe. And we normally don't go early enough to eat at Palomar, so we gave them a shot. And the service is really good and the food was okay. I think I'm about done with Palomar now. I've gone about 5 times, and you know, you just get tired of a restaurant after a while. But I ordered sope and 2 cheese enchiladas, and good time was had by all. And then after that we went to the boardwalk and walked up and down the boardwalk once. I played Beatmania. They have the original Beatmania complete mix, so it has, well, I didn't play Emotion, I forgot to play Emotion, but they did have the Tribal Groove song. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a 6-star song, and I beat that. And I played the Solid Snakes, Metal Gear Solid. I played Metal Gear Solid, and but I got to play a bunch of songs I haven't played in years, so that was nice. And then we took one last look at the arcade before we left, and they had a Beatmania Complete, which came out in 2002, and it had all the Beatmania songs up to that point. So I think it was the first 6 mixes. So there's all kinds of songs on there that I like Stay With Me, and like 5 different versions of 20 November. You could probably play a set called 100 November, and it'd be like 5 different versions of 20 November. But we really didn't have enough time to play. Well, we looked on our iPhone. Traffic on 17 was pretty bad. We couldn't figure out why. I mean, yeah, everyone went to the beach because it was hot, but by 9 o'clock usually the traffic's pretty good on 17. Well, it turns out that graduation at Santa Cruz is yesterday, UC Santa Cruz, and that's where the extra traffic came from. So it took 80 minutes to get home, but there's not much you can do but just sit in the car and go. We could have taken Highway 9, probably would have been about 10 minutes faster, but it's not the most fun when you just had a large meal to take a road like Highway 9, I'll put it that way. And so, what are you going to do? So we finally got home, and it was a pretty busy day, and then we're back at work again. So, maybe next week it'll be a little more quiet. We'll see. So that's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.